psychological phenomenon than as evidence of anything.
Matthew, okay, Matthew, sorry, go ahead, Matthew.
Like Pat was saying, it's your producer. I mean, if something was blatantly, factually a lie that you claim, that you don't support that, why would you allow that in your movie? Why would you allow that?
No, I never said that in my movie. That's never been in my movie. What are you talking about? I have never said No. Let me speak here. I have never said in any of the loose change films that the firefighters were involved in any way in 9/11. Just because Jason Burmis made a statement one day has nothing to do with me.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that the firefighters agree with you, a large percentage of the firefighters agree with you that 9/11 was done as an inside job?
I can't speak for all the firefighters. I know that there is an organization started called Firefighters for 9/11 Truth.
Perfect. Do you know how many New York City firefighters are part of Firefighters for 9/11 Truth?
Well, again, I mean, I'm
Zero. Not one. You will not find one.
Matthew,
There are zero.
thanks for calling, Matthew. Appreciate that. Let's get another call in here. Mark, go ahead.
Oh, is this me?
Yep, that's you. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having the show. I think you had a good discussion so far. I just had a couple of quick questions. I'm just running back to my desk. Just to go back to that nanothermite controversy, the verdict is far from in on that science. The paper that is being referred to, that one published by Stephen Jones and Niels Harrit, has been criticized by quite a few other material scientists who actually do have a lot of experience in nanotechnology. There's a bunch of Norwegian scientists who have just torn it to shreds. There's a French scientist named Henry Coignier who has pointed out a lot of problems with the paper. And the gist of it is that it hasn't gone through a process where it's been fully accepted at all by the scientific community, and I'm talking about around the world. So it's totally premature to say, hey, this is it, we've got it. The government did it, and it came from Los Alamos or Lawrence Livermore Laboratory. So just to clear that up, I have a question though for Dylan. Sure. I am just curious about this. Because I saw this latest National Geographic documentary recently, and you were featured there with Richard Gage and David Ray Griffin quite a lot, and that came out on the 31st of August, I believe. And I'm just wondering how you can expect people at large to take you seriously when the group of you people can't even accept basic facts that are not really controversial. Like, let's just take the Pentagon no plane thing. David Ray Griffin is all over that. He can't accept that there was a plane there. You seem to be right in that whole camp. And can you not see why people are just laughing about a lot of this stuff? Because it seems just so far-fetched.
Mark, I want to let Dylan respond. I want to get Pat in here, too. We're almost at the end. Dylan, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I think it's obvious that the National Geographic piece deliberately ignored talking about World Trade Center Building 7. Second of all, we had extensive responses to these quote-unquote experiments that they did. And first of all, you can't heat a single steel beam and actually say with a straight face that it has anything to do with the World Trade Center. It was an interconnected steel structure. For them to heat a single beam with a static load and see it melt and say, that's it, story over, it's laughable. It has no grounding in reality and is not connected to what happened at all. In fact, Underwriters Laboratories, when they did exactly that, the floor models did not fail.
Pat, what do you make of the National Geographic special? What do you make of what you heard the past couple comments here?
Well, I mean, let's face it, what did Rosie O'Donnell become famous for? Fire can't melt steel. Well, guess what? It can. And obviously,
fire didn't melt the steel.
It doesn't have to melt steel to cause the effects that we saw. I think a lot of times the truthers think of the World Trade Center as a giant heat sink, where the heat is conducted away from the fire.
That's what the steel does.
Never gets hot enough.
That's why a welder is a little tiny thing and not a freaking 4-foot piece.
But at the same time, you can see a blacksmith working on a piece of iron, and he'll have, granted it's wrapped in a wet towel, he'll have the piece of iron in his hand, and you can see the part that's actually in the fire, in the furnace, is glowing red hot, and yet, maybe
and he still has to beat the hell out of it for hours to form it.
So, yes, it does conduct heat, but it does not conduct heat very efficiently.
Metal doesn't conduct heat efficiently.
Where it would wick away all
park that was on fire.
All right, we're going to leave it there, gentlemen. Screw Loose Change is on the web, screwloosechange.blogspot.com, and it's loosechange911.com. Dylan, that's your website, right?
B.
Okay. Gentlemen, appreciate your time here tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Curley, Dylan Avery, and we're back after this.